Well, hello friends, and welcome back to the cabin. I had to stop what I'm doing because I think that they're going to get started on Jennifer's foundation, and I think that I hear something down the bottom of the driveway, so I'm going to go down here and check it out and see what it is. So I'll meet you down there. Well, it is the excavator that's going to be digging Jennifer's footer. They're back there unloading it off the truck because it'd be too hard to get it up in here and turned around. They'll drive it over here, and I think that Steven is on his way. He's bringing some stakes, and he and I are going to lay out where the house seat is going to be, and I guess they'll start digging footers next week. I don't think either one of those guys have ever been here because I haven't seen them. Anyway, I told them which driveway to pull it in down here, and I think what I'm going to have them do, I'm going to have them park it right here behind me, because if Steven comes, we're going to need room to measure around, so we don't need any machinery sitting in the way. But they should be getting it off the truck shortly, and we'll get it over here, we'll get it parked, and then when Steven gets here, we'll start laying out for the footers. Okay, I'm at 92 feet right here. Okay. Here's 30. And 38. That'd be 28. Yeah. 20 foot 8. Then 31. Uh-oh. Give me another stake. And 41.4. Okay friends, I thought I would kind of try to explain a little bit how this layout is going to work. So if you can see these stakes right here, from here to over there, that's where they're going to pull into their garage. The corner of the garage is that third stake out. The second stake out is the corner of the house, and this stake right here is the corner of the porch. Kind of over there behind Smoky in the far corner is the corner of the porch. Then the next one over is the corner of the house. And then that far corner over there is the back of the house. These coming up the middle right here are support columns for the floor joists. And then from here all the way out over there, that is the back of the house. So they've got 8 foot to the bank right there, which they won't be using this area. This will just be for drainage. And then all this will be dressed up at a later point. So I'm kind of standing right here in the middle of the driveway, if you can kind of tell. So they've almost got a straight shot into the garage. It certainly did help moving it back, because then that allowed them access to get up through this hollow right here. So there you go. I think Jennifer will be here shortly. She's going to check out all of our work, make sure we did it right. Okay, so I've got all of the washers that we actually painted black right here, ready to go. Then I got a bag, I think it was 100, and they're probably about a 1/16 of an inch thick. Just some little rubber washers. And these, since these are 1.5 inches, they don't quite cover all of that washer that you can see. Here, let me get it on there. So that's what it will look like. But the reason that I got these is I thought that it might help keep those panels from sliding, you know, or kind of moving in, because like I said before, I don't want to crank it down too tight because of any expansion or contraction that might have on it. But since I've locked it down, I don't know how much it's going to, if any, you know, and I'm hoping not. But so we've got the little rubber washers that will help these metal washers right here. Then I picked up, had my son order these. These are the end clamps that go on the panels. Okay, this is what they look like. And this right here is adjustable, because if you want it to go up a little bit higher, then you just move it up and slide it in one of these other slots. But ours is only 1 inch, so I believe that this one right here will work. And there is the bottom piece that goes in the unistrut. And of course, like all other companies, they sent a small Allen wrench, which I don't know if it's any good or not, but they sent one. But yeah, I've got a bag of the clamps and then a bag of the nuts. Looks like we got some lock washers in there, as well as the bottom pieces that go on these to clamp it down to the unistrut. Anyway, I am happy that they arrived, because I can actually now start putting the panels on there, which this was the holdup actually, because I didn't want to, you know, start something and not be able to finish it like I've done everything else, right? But yeah, so now we got these, and we can put the panels on there, and got our washers, and then got our other washers, the metal washers. So looks like we're ready to finalize those 2 arrays down there, all except the ground rods. That's something else that I'm going to have to get. I'm going to get 2 for each one down there. I'm going to have 2 for this cabin and 1 for the cabin over there, so that'll be a total of 7 ground rods. And I think what I can do is rent one of those machines that's kind of like a hammer drill, you know, but more or less just an impact. But something that drives the rods in the ground, because you're looking at, let's see, 7 of them, 8 foot. You're looking at trying to drive 56 feet of rod in the ground, especially in this clay and shale. It's not going to happen. So you're going to have some help, right? Anyway, but that's what my idea is. So I put a log on the sawmill that came from Jennifer's place over there, and this isn't one of the big ones either. But this is a pretty good sized log that was a big tall pine sitting way up on the ridge there, and we took it out because we didn't want it to fall on her place. But this is going to become some framing for the little hut up there, plus it will be for the siding. So that should make quite a bit. I'm not really sure what size it is. Let me get a tape measure and we'll check it and see. Looks like we're at about 20 there, and at about 21 there. So this is the big end, I believe. So not really a good test for our new sawmill, but it's a pretty good size log regardless of what sawmill you got. But anyway, yeah, we could go on up with this new sawmill. We could go on up to a log that thick right there. We don't want to do that, do we? But anyway, yeah, so this is going to become framing and siding. You know, I was also thinking that I can use some more of this material for sheathing on the roof up there. There's no reason why I can't, right? So this will come in handy there, and we'll be able to get rid of quite a bit of it. And then I've got some lumber right here that were actually bad cuts when we first got the sawmill while we were trying to dial it in. But I might be able to throw these back on there and trim off the dip in it that it had. But Anyway, I still got plenty enough siding, like I said, to work on that little building up there for the roofing material. You know, another thing too is I think that I have come up with an easier way to fasten those at their proper angle, whether it's winter or summer. But you'll have to wait for the video tomorrow to see what I came up with. But as I was working on the array down there, I thought, well, you know, what if I did this? So let's just try it and see if it's going to make it sturdy enough, and I believe it's going to. So yeah, be sure and check out tomorrow's video and see what I did down there. Folks, thanks so much for stopping by. I certainly do appreciate it, and we look forward to seeing you back up here at the cabin again next time.